Hi guys, welcome back to the channel, and in this video I will be coding an expert advisor based on a strategy that I found out on YouTube. That video claims that this is the best MACD strategy out there with a win rate of over 86%. I can show you the video that I am referring to right now. So this is the video. It's from the Trading Lab channel and it has almost 2 million views. So this should be good. This should be a good, reliable trading strategy that we can use. And I have checked the video. I have like picked up all of the rules for this strategy. So let's start by explaining what we will focus on, and then we will go to the MT5 editor in which I will create an expert advisor out of this. So basically the rules are very simple. You only need moving average or exponential moving average with a period of 200, and then you need MACD with its initial settings, which is 12, 26 and 9. And how we take positions, it's very simple. Basically you use this line for a trend clarification. So basically we open buy positions when the price is above the line, and we open a sell position when the price is below the line. And so this is like for determining whether we are looking for buy or sell positions, and then we enter a position based on the MACD. So what we are looking for is basically so firstly let's explain for buy position and then for sell position. So for buy position, this is something that we are looking for. So basically there's this crossover that happens below the zero line, which is right here, and the crossover indicates that the price should go up, and also we are above the line. And for sell position, this is something that we are looking for. A sell position, we are basically below the line and the crossover happens above the zero line, which indicates that the price should go down. So these are the rules of the best MACD strategy out there. So let's test it out. So I'll go to my MT5 editor. I will create a new expert advisor in my YouTube folder called best MACD strategy. And yeah, let's get to it. Okay, so I will delete this here. Timer, I don't need timer. I don't need on the init function. I just need my on tick function. So everything else can be deleted. Okay, so let's start. Firstly, I need to include the trade/trade.mqh library, which will allow me to open buy and sell positions. And then I will create an object for the ctrade called trade. Okay, so that's the first step. Then I also have to create handles for all of the indicators that I will be working with. So MACD handle, and the second one was moving average handle. Okay, so this is it. And now I can move to this on init function where I will like assign the indicators to the handles. So for the MACD, it's MACD for the symbol, period current, and now it was 12, 26 and 9. Okay, and price close. And for moving average handle, it's IMA, symbol, period current, it was 200, shift 0, now it was exponential moving average, so EMA, and price close. Yeah, so that's it. That's all we need. So let's start with also creating an arrays that will be used for storing the indicator values. So double MA array, and also now we will need two arrays for the MACD, because basically we want values for this line and the histogram as well, so we can like pick up the crossover points. So this will be MACD line array and MACD hist array. So this is what we need. Okay, so the most simple stuff will be to start with the moving average handle. So buffer number 0, starting position 0, count 1, and he will store the value into MA array. So then I can create the trend integer value, in which I will check if I.close, so that's for the current price, is higher than moving average, position 0. If this happens, then we have uptrend, which will be represented by number 1, and if that doesn't happen, that means that the current price is below the moving average, so we are in downtrend, and downtrend will have number 2 to it. So this is the trend value. And now let's also get values for the MACD indicator, so we can like spot the crossover. Okay, so indicator handle is MACD handle, buffer number, and now this is something that we will have to like experiment with, because I can't remember which buffer number is for a line and which buffer number is for histogram, but that shouldn't be that difficult to look up later. So starting position 0, and now you want 2 values, because when we are looking for a crossover for indicators, we need 2 values, the previous and the current, so we can like check the state of those values. Okay, and we will store this to, let's go with MACD histogram array. We can change that later. So 0, 1, 0, 2, and this will be for MACD line array. Okay, so let's start with commenting out the MACD histogram and also the MACD line array. So just for us to check whether we have the buffer numbers correct or no. So I'll go to my tester. So the best strategy, so R was best MACD strategy, and I will just run it. And yeah, so 0 for okay, so this is for histogram and this is for line. Okay, and histogram. Okay, so the buffer numbers are correct or right. So now let's check for by crossover. Okay, so by crossover will happen when the by crossover happens right here, right, okay, on the MACD right here, and it happens when the previous value of histogram is higher than previous value of the line, but the current value of histogram is lower than the current value of the line. So those are the rules that we will work with. So MACD histogram array position 0 is larger than MACD line array position 0, and MACD histogram at position 1 is lower. Sorry, it will be different because we are like in a 0, like in a negative number, so this will be lower, and then it goes closer to the positive number, so MACD line array position 1, and also MACD histogram array position 1 is lower than 0. So this is our by crossover, and then what I can do is that I will take this, copy it here, and do the same thing for the cell crossover, and I will just change the signs here, and this should work. And now let's continue. So if positions total, so basically we want only one open position at a time, we can check for the conditions. So if trend is equal to 1 and buy crossover happens, then based on the best MACD strategy, we open buy position. And else if trend is equal to 2 and sell crossover happens, then we want to enter sell position. Okay, so I also need ask price. So let's get the ask price and bid price like this. So yeah, so trade buy 0.01 null for symbol, ask price. And now let's remember like what was the rule for the stop loss and take profit. So the stop loss, it was set in a video that the stop loss is below 200 MA. So basically it's like if we open a buy position right here, this is our stop loss, okay? Or if we would open our buy position, let's say, okay, let's find another instance. So not here. I can find any. Okay, so for example, if we open a sell position at this point, our stop loss is at 200 moving average. And it was also said that the take profit is 1.5 times larger than the stop loss. So we have to calculate the distance between the current price and the moving average, and then use that distance for the take profit. So let's do that. So double distance is math absolute value of m of MA array at position 0 minus I close symbol period and shift of 1. Okay, so this is what we need. So now it's basically ask minus distance, and take profit is ask plus distance times 1.5. So this is based on the video. And I will do the same thing here, sell, and we are selling at the bid price, so bid plus, and here it's bid minus, and let's enter sell here. So I think we are done. I think this is all that was said in the video, basically. Also, it was mentioned in the video that you also have to like look at the price action in order to filter out some like bad conditions, but it wasn't something specific. Okay, so if you like say look at price action, you can look at multiple different things. So you can look at chart patterns, you can look at candlestick patterns. It's not something that can be like put into code with certainty. So without that, this is all that was said in the video. So let's firstly test out whether this works as it should be working. And if it does, we can test it to see the results. Okay, so what is happening here? And yeah, this is what we want. So basically, at this point, there's a crossover right here. We are opening a sell position. We are below the moving average. We are setting the stop loss at moving average of 272. So 272 times 1.5. So half of that is like 185. So sorry, 135. So if we so that's our take profit. So this is based on the rules. And then let's also wait for some buy position to happen. It happens right here. So we are opening at this point. We have a crossover here, so this is okay. We are setting stop loss at 200 moving average, take profit, we can see it here because it's too large basically, but we are losing this position. So let's wait for one more signal just to confirm. So once again, there's this crossover right here, stop loss at the moving average, take profit 1.5 of the distance, and this looks nice. Okay, so based on this, it doesn't look that bad. Basically, I like working with MACD, I like working with moving average, but I don't think that something this simple can be that profitable. But don't take my word for it, let's test it out. So I will check the video just to see which time frame to use, if there is some time frame. So he uses it on 15-minute time frame on Ethereum, okay, but yeah, so 15-minute time frame, and let's test it on something different than Ethereum. So for example, USD Japan for the last 4 years. Yeah, so this is something that I thought that will happen basically, because yes, if you have strategies that are that simple, and of course I will also filter this out, so just wait a second. I won't say anything until I filter that. So static integer last bar 0 int bars is equal to I bars symbol period, and here we'll check the distance. So if last bar plus, or if how to check it, we don't want like to take next position in the scope of last. Okay, so if last bar plus 5 is lower than bars, last bar is equal to bars. Okay, so this should work. So once again, now it should be correct. So what I did there basically is that I said that if I open a position, I can't open another position at least 5 next candlesticks. Okay, so by this I will filter out this mess right here. So you basically open a position that is too close to the moving average, and then you like open multiple positions at the same candlestick. So that's not something that I want to do. So if I run this, okay, this doesn't look that bad. Like, you don't make any money here, but you don't lose money. So yeah, this is not bad. Let's test this out on a different. Okay, so this looked really good, but then it went down. So let's test this on different symbol as well. Okay, that can happen. Different symbol. Okay, so basically you can see that with all of these symbols you are either doing a break even or in a small loss, which is not terrible, because honestly before this video started I really thought that this will be just a very bad strategy, let's say, because most of the strategies that you can find on YouTube are really bad, but this is not that bad. Like, I thought that it will be worse. So what I can do is that I can change the time frame to 1 hour, because most of the time when you go with higher time frame, the noise filters out and then you have better results. Also, what I don't like about this is the number of positions, because basically, like, you can see that over the last 4 years you have 55 positions, which is a really small number of positions. If I change this to 50-minute time frame, you still have like 174 positions, which for 4 years is not that much really. So that's something that I really don't like about this. But besides that, like, you won't make money with this, but at least you won't lose money. And for example, for GBP USD, this works really nice. So let's test this on higher time frame, not time frame like over more years, so we can check the results with more positions to see if this is okay. So over the last 10 years, this is the performance. Once again, it's not great. Like, it's still like you don't have the confidence in it because this is almost break even, but yeah, you don't lose money. If you've seen the previous video with the best scalping strategy, the one with those 3 moving averages, and yeah, that's garbage. This is not. So let's test those 10 years on Euro USD, for example. Okay, like, I really like this period here. So if you started the test at 216 and ended the test at 222, this is perfect. But you have to check on you have to check this as well. And this is a nice example that the profitability of the strategy in the past doesn't say that the EA will be profitable in the future, because let's pretend that you are at this point in time, you test out this and you can see perfect results. So then you deploy the EA, and what happens for the last 2 years is this. Okay, so this is just perfect example. Let's test this on one more pair, so USD Japan on over the last 9 or 10 years, and this doesn't work that well. Okay, so this is the first part where I coded the strategy, and it's not that bad, but let's improve it. As I've said before, if you know MQL5, if you know what's possible with MQL5, you can basically turn almost every expert advisor into profitable one, if you know what you are doing. And that's exactly what I will do right now. So what are our things that we can change here in order to make it profitable? The first thing that comes into my mind is that we can change the periods for the moving average. And also the MACD handle, also the MACD indicator, maybe. The thing with these indicators, which take multiple parameters, is that you have a lot of combinations with those parameters, but let's go with it. So the first one will be MA period, which will be set to 200, and we'll change it here. And then input integer MACD 1 is 12, input integer MACD 2 is 26, and 3 is 9. So I will take all of these here, paste it here basically, and yeah, so this is what we can work with. Then also what we can change is this multiplication number, or the ratio between take profit and stop loss, because in the video they said that the multiplication is 1.5, but we can change that. So input double take profit mult, let's set that to 1.5 at first, so that's our initial setting here, but we can change that. And also what I want to do is to do input double minimum distance, so to 100. And also I will add one thing there, because what I have what I saw here is that basically, for example, at this point, okay, what happens here is that you get the signal, but the price is that close to the moving average that the position is closed almost at the same time. So I will add a parameter called minimum distance, which will like check the distance between the current price and the line, and if the distance is lower than the minimum distance, then there will be no position opened. So that's also something that you can do. So here you can check, and distance is higher than minimum distance times point, and the same thing goes here. Okay, so that's great. So this is like, these are like the initial ideas that I got. Of course, if I wanted to spend more time on this, I could like implement trailing stop, time filter, volume filter, ATR, break even, you know, a lot of different things, but I don't want to do that right now, so we have to go with these modifications. So I will go here, genetic optimization. I will optimize only on the last like 2 years, so I don't want this to take that much time, and I just want to show you what's possible when you know MQL5. So for the trend moving average, I will start at 50, step of 20, and I will go to 400. MACD, so for the MACD indicators, I will start at 6, 2, and let's go to 18. For 26, I will start at 20, step by 2, and go to 34. And this third, so start at 5, step by 2, let's go to 14. Take profit multiplicator, let's start at 0.5, let's increase by 0.2, and let's go to 2. And minimum distance 50, 25, 200. I think this is okay for the initial test. So I will click on start, and we will see the optimization results in a bit. Okay, also please let me know if you like these videos in which I test out the things that you can find on YouTube, basically, because if you look at this, for example, this video was viewed by almost 2 million people. It was on a channel which has almost 1 million subscribers. So based on this, you can be fairly sure that a lot of people tried out this MACD thing, and that a lot of people like bet their cash on it. Okay, and by this I can show you if it's all just scam or if it's not all just scam. So just let me know whether you like it or not, and yeah, if you like it, I will create bunch of these videos on the most viewed trading tips out there. Okay, so optimization doesn't look that good, and that's mostly because of the number of positions. Okay, when I develop an EAs, one thing that I really try to focus on is the number of positions. So I like EAs that take a lot of positions, and therefore like I can have like it's a good foundation to build upon. Okay, if your EA has a lot of positions, it's a good thing. If it only has like 50 positions, it's really not a good thing. So that's something that you have keep in mind. Okay, I will stop the test here, and I will try or test some of these optimization results. So for example, what I like here is this one. So it has a good number of positions, 113, profit factor 142, perfect, and let's check the settings. So basically the multiplication, take profit multiplication stays the same. It uses 50 points for the minimum distance. The MACD settings look like this, and the MAP rate is a lot bigger than it was initially. So let's run a single test and let's see what it looks like. It's not bad. It's not bad. But as we go like more into the optimization results, I don't really see much more good results in here. Like all of these I would disregard them because of the number of positions. And yeah, and also we have to think about, because in the video they set the filter with the price action. So basically you check the price action, and based on the price action you filter out like more of the positions. Okay, so let's just imagine that we use this additional price action filter to our EA. If we applied that filter, like we almost wouldn't have any positions. Okay, so that's also something I don't like about this MACD thing. What else? Let's try one more. Let's try this on crypto. Okay, I don't have crypto here, so just 1 second. I would like to try this on crypto because in the video it was used on crypto. So I will just find here if I can access crypto. I'm not sure. Okay, it seems like I can't access it here. That's a shame, but like, don't be fooled by this. If this concept doesn't work on Forex, it won't work on crypto as well. Okay, so yeah, so in conclusion, this is not as bad as the previous strategy, let's say. We could see that in most of the cases we ended up on break even or in a slight loss. On GBP/USD this worked pretty well. We made a small profit there, but yeah, I wouldn't try, or I wouldn't use this MACD thing on my personal account. I just don't think that this is something that you can trust. Okay, so thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.